independent beef sales representative for All West Select Sires, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite tools of the trade, which is an Estrotect sticker. So this is a heat detection sticker. It's kind of like a lottery scratch-off ticket. So there is a bright color underneath. You will stick it up on the cow's back near their tail, and as other cows mount that cow, it'll scratch it and rub it off. So something to remember when you are monitoring Estrotect patches for heat. Their tail will scratch them a little bit, or if they have trees in their pasture, it can also make little scratches and marks across it where you see a little bit of color. But really, it needs to be more rubbed off, and it will be very obvious that at least the middle 50%, this black part of the Estrotect patch, will be completely rubbed off to the bright color underneath. The Estrotect patch comes in 5 different colors, and there is definitely some usefulness to that. If you have kind of reddish colored cows, I like to put a green or a pink patch on them. Interestingly, the yellow patches work great for people that are red-green colorblind, so they can tell the difference between it. This will be a real lifesaver for someone that's busy, but you're trying to heat detect cows. You can at least go check your cows in the morning and the evening and see if you have rubbed off patches, so that you can evaluate when that cow started going into heat and when to breed her. So it is recommended that if a cow goes into standing heat in the morning, you're going to breed her about 12 hours later. I say that you should go shoot for an 8 to 16 hour window. Another thing that's fairly new for a lot of people is breeding with sexed semen, and the Estrotect patch is useful for that too, that you can make the decision to use sexed semen only on the cows that have well activated patches. Another thing with sexed semen is that you want to be breeding 16 to 24 hours after standing heat. So that is different than the recommendation for conventional semen. When you're putting the Estrotect patch on, if it's rainy or cold out, you want to make sure that the Estrotect patch is very warm. What I like to do is get a small cooler and put a hot water bottle in it and tuck your Estrotect patches down in that cooler so that they are very hot, and so that when you pull one out, you stick it on that cow, you can press down on it quite a bit without scratching it, and you can make sure that it is stuck to the cow. I have seen this work many times, that they can be cold and wet, but if the Estrotect patch is hot and you give it some good pressure to stick it down on the cow, they will stick on for several days like we need them to. The Estrotect packs do come with a kind of tacky cloth that you can wipe their butt off if they're kind of dusty or shedding. So you can kind of scrub around on top of their backbone there to get some of the fluff off, or if they're shedding, that'll help a little bit. If you really feel like you need some extra help holding that Estrotect patch on, you can use a little bit of spray glue, just a little whiff of spray glue, let it dry for a second, and then put the patch on the cow's back. The way I describe it is that if the cow's hip bones are here and her tail head is here, I like to put the Estrotect patch over or perpendicular across her spine and about halfway between the hooks and the tail head. There's also directions on the back of placement for where to put the Estrotect patch.